Hello, Judith. You're welcome to today's session.
Thank you, sir.
How have you been doing since our last session?
And a good so fine.
We thank God we are here again.
Yes.
I think the last time we met, we discussed the problem you brought. We looked at a lot of things. And if you can remember, I told you that today we do something else that will gradually lead us or lead you out of this problem.
Yes.
We are going to do what we call goal setting. But before that, I want us to recap what you said when we met the last time. I think you talked about your son, you having problem with your son because he's unable to make choices for himself. And when choices are made for him, he's unable to adhere to it. Sometimes the choices are made, he comes and he wants to change. And so, till now, you don't know what exactly he wants to do. And so, these are some of the things you got. Is there anything else I left out?
No, you have said them all.
I've said them all. So now, I want us to go straight look at what we can do to get you out of this problem. So the goal setting, in fact, it will depend largely on you. You are going to tell me what you have in mind to do to get you out of this challenge or problem you are facing now. So upon all our discussions we've been having through our last 3 sessions, what is on your mind? Tell me what you intend to do to have this problem solved.
Thank you, sir. Yes, I'm thinking that I have to be patient first, then understand him, and then ask him again what actually you want to do. Again, I'm.
When you have now come to realize that you should understand your boy, get closer to him to ask him what he intends to do with his life.
Yes.
I want to hear more.
And again, I want to send him to the uncle. So if it is like it's me that he's not willing to open up to me, maybe the uncle, he could. Yes.
What you intend to say, what if I can understand you? You have a brother who is the uncle of your boy.
Yes.
Who you think the boy respects.
Yes, exactly.
And when he goes there, he will be open up to tell him what he wants to do.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me more about this?
And I'm sending him there particularly because of the way to see whether he'll be able to wash his things. Then that is what I'm thinking. Okay? And I also, as I told you, I want to experience some patience and also encourage myself too. And then I'll pretend as if nothing wrong is going on.
So you mean this time around, what has happened? You sometimes getting angry at him.
Yes.
And trying to use some other means to get him punished, to know that what is doing you are not happy. You want to now change, and you want to look like nothing has happened, or what is happening is not normal, it does not bother you that much. Is there any other thing you intend to do?
Yeah, yes, and then you see, I nurtured some hatred for him. So now, as I want to pretend as if there's nothing wrong with him, I want to develop some love for him.
I heard you had some hatred for him because of the whole thing or what he has been doing. Now you want to get him closer to you so that he can open up to you. You have mentioned about 3 options. Do you have some other options that we can add to this so that we look at how to go about them?
I think I can, let me see. At my free time, I want to send him out. I want to send him out, like to Papaye, to go and sit down there and chat. Maybe through the conversation, maybe I will have something from the mind. It's all I'm doing is to build the relationship and see the thing that triggers me to anger. I want to avoid them all. So that I use those strategies I'm telling you now.
So, what you are saying is, from all that has happened, you want to have some outings with him.
Yes.
Get him to a place, especially places
Yes.
where you can have fun.
That is it.
Then you can feel comfortable
Exactly.
to come up with what is on his mind. That is okay. That is okay. Now let's see all these options you have given. Which one do you think is the best and you can start with?
I can start with the dating, going out.
Going out. You want to give him a good treat
Yes.
out there?
Yes.
Good.
Then,
That one you think is the best option that would first of all put him or make him calm to be able to get on.
yes, it's like when I immediately say, let's go to your uncle, because we don't have good relationship, he will not take it in good faith. So I'll start with being nice with him, then sending him out, especially as they are trying to end their midterm exams. After the exams, I send him out, go and sit somewhere and chat, and then start building the relationship. Then maybe at the second or the third time, I can tell him what issue I want to know more about himself and what he thinks doing with his life. And then from that, maybe, so once we're on holidays, we're going to go to Angkor for some holidays.
You earlier mentioned that he has a problem with the uncle. When you ask him to go to his uncle, he's not comfortable with it. And now you are saying, having done all this, you send him to his uncle. Can you clarify that? Where are you?
Yeah, I really mean that as I am not fine with him, when I decide that go to your uncle, like on what basis?
You mean your relationship with your son is what is going to cause him not to go to his uncle? Okay.
Yes. So if I'm able to, solve the problem, show love and concern, then based on their holidays, like I say, why would you go to Angkor for some short holidays? To have change of environments. That's what I'm saying.
So, having gone through all this, letting him go to his uncle, also having an option of giving him a good rate or taking him out. These are the very options you are given. Can they are the ones you are giving out of the many you have mentioned. Two of them, let's look at it. If there will be another third option, which would be best, so that we can ponder over these options to see which one will go well with this very issue.
Oh, I don't know whether maybe after having the fun with him and everything, I will let him stay in the house. So that at least I can see how things will go. It's another option.
So, you are telling me this evening that you have numerous options to enable you get your son out of this problem. One of it is to establish a very good relationship with him. This relationship is to ensure that he gets closer and he becomes comfortable to sort of voice out what is on his heart. Another option has been that you want him to go to your brother, who is his uncle, where because of the respect and because he's been his uncle, he may open up to also give out all that he needs to say. And you had the last option where you want him to move out with you so that out there you can have fun, you can sit down and chat, you can have him voice out all that he has. In doing that, you are saying you will show so much love so that it's comfortable to give out this. And finally, you are picking up this very option, taking out as the very option that will help in this situation. I think we will look at it. Then, as you go, you think about it. Then we start the actions, or we start taking the actions to see what will happen. But then, is there any other thing you want us to talk about?
So I think after I've done this and it worked, then if it didn't work too, then we'll see what's going to happen.
So you want to try it and see how far it goes. And if it works, then we continue from there. If it doesn't work, you will come back for us to sit down and assess it. See where things went wrong, see where things went good. So that out of that, we will restructure the whole thing and take another option there, one of the options you have given. Okay. On this note, I'd like to thank you so much for coming this evening. Our discussions, I know, have been fruitful. From where we started and how you were feeling before now, from your facial expressions, or your gesture, from the way you speak, I realize that you are now getting out of it gradually. And it is good you have seen that there is something good in your son, that you want to help him develop that aspect. Because it is always good to search for the strengths of anyone who has a problem. And now that you have known his strengths and trying to put him at a place that you feel comfortable, I think that is the best thing you are doing. And I know you are going to execute this plan very well and to ensure that he gets comfortable. So the new things you have started doing, like this arts where you you mentioned earlier, he will put all his heart there, do it so that you have a very good family. On this note, I'd like to thank you for coming and wish you the best. Until we meet, I'll say goodbye.
Thank you.